Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at WhenCoin. We're using information directly from their website as our source material here.
Right, straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Exactly. And our mission, really, is just to get a handle on the core concept behind When, what it is and how it kicked off.
Okay.
So first things first, what exactly is When, according to them?
Well, what's kind of striking from the get-go is how they describe it. It's less about being a typical cryptocurrency and more about being a cultural thing. The website uses words like culture, a movement, even calls it the internet's cutest cat.
The cutest cat. Right?
Yeah, and they have this big ambition, seemingly, to make this cat character one of the world's most iconic and beloved IPs. So quite a bold statement.
That is ambitious.
Okay.
Going beyond just a coin to become a recognizable brand almost. An IP. So how did they launch this? It wasn't like a standard ICO or sale, was it?
No, not at all. Their whole launch strategy revolved around a huge free airdrop.
An airdrop.
Yeah, they gave When tokens away to over 1 million different recipients for free.
Wow, over 1 million.
That's the number they state. And the crucial part they emphasize is the fairness aspect.
Fairness? How so?
They make a point of saying that no influencers, no big whale investors, the large holders.
Right, the whales.
And no insiders on the project team got any kind of preferential treatment. It was, according to them, an equal distribution to everyone who qualified.
Okay, so that really ties into their narrative, doesn't it? This idea of When being a coin for the people.
Exactly. They explicitly call it that and claim it was the fairest and widest distributed airdrop ever on Solana.
That's quite a claim. It sounds like a very conscious move to differentiate themselves.
Yeah.
Avoiding that perception of early insiders getting rich quick.
Precisely. Spreading it out that wide instantly creates, well, potentially a very large community of holders.
Which feeds back into the whole culture and movement idea, I suppose.
Yeah, it helps build that sense of share ownership, which seems vital for what they're trying to achieve.
And they're not just relying on the airdrop, are they? They mentioned something about social media.
Oh, yeah, that's another interesting layer. They apparently own some major cat-focused social media accounts, specifically @shouldhavecat and @postsoftcats.
And they claim these are.
They position them as the #1 and #2 cat accounts in the world.
That's a significant built-in audience, if true.
It really is. It's a pretty clever strategy, you could say. Using existing popular platforms to funnel attention and potentially users towards their When coin.
Right. That line they have together, we can bring When to everyone, everywhere, makes more sense in that context. Leverage the cat fans.
It connects the digital asset directly to an existing online community.
They also throw out some numbers like 0+ holders worldwide and 0+ integrations and listings on 30+ CEXs and DICXs.
Yeah, the 0+ is obviously a bit stylized, meaning a very large number we're not specifying.
Kind of implies scale without being precise.
Exactly. But being listed on over 30 centralized exchanges, CEXs, and decentralized exchanges, DIEXs, is significant. It means accessibility.
Okay, so if someone was interested, how do they actually get their hands on some When?
Well, the site outlines the usual routes, pretty much. You can buy it on centralized exchanges. They list examples like Bybit, Kraken, Crypto.com.
The big names.
Yeah. Or you can go the decentralized route, on-chain as they say, using a Solana wallet like Phantom.
You're probably using something like Jupiter.
Right. They mentioned Jupiter, which is a DEX aggregator. It helps find the best trading prices across different decentralized platforms on Solana. So fairly standard crypto acquisition methods.
Gotcha. But then there's a really important piece of information they include, isn't there? A disclaimer.
Yes, and it's very clear. They state quite directly, When is a coin with no intrinsic value or expectation of financial return.
No intrinsic value, no expectation of return.
None. And they doubled down, stating, the coin is for entertainment purposes only.
Wow, okay. You don't often see projects being that explicit about it. Usually there's at least some implication of potential future value.
It's certainly a standout statement.
So let's try and wrap this up. We've got WhenCoin. It's presented as a culture, a movement, centered around this cute cat meme, launched via a massive, supposedly very fair airdrop to over 1 million people. No special treatment for insiders.
Right, aiming for broad community from day one.
It leverages major cat social media accounts for reach, available on lots of exchanges.
Yep, accessible.
But
That's it.
it comes with this massive asterisk, explicitly stated to have zero intrinsic value, no expectation of financial gain, purely for entertainment.
That's the core message from them, yes.
So The big takeaway question here, I guess,
Mm.
what does that mean for something like this?
Well, it really makes you think, doesn't it? If a digital asset strips away the financial speculation aspect so overtly, what actually drives its value or its longevity?
It's just the community, the meme itself.
Perhaps. It sort of challenges the standard crypto model. Can something thrive based purely on cultural relevance and community engagement without the profit motive being central?
It's a fascinating experiment in a way. Could a purely culture-driven token find its own niche and maybe even succeed on its own terms? Makes you wonder what value even means in this context.
Exactly. What keeps people holding or trading something that openly says it's just for fun? That's the really interesting question Wynn leaves us with.